can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Virna Jandiroba takes on Mackenzie Dern this Saturday as the co-main event of UFC 321. This is for the vacant strawweight strap since Weili Zhang is moving up to take on Valentina Shevchenko. So, interesting matchup between these two. They have fought before. They fought back in December of 2020. Mackenzie Dern got the win in that one via unanimous decision. Since then, Virna's been on a pretty good run. You know, had a loss to Amanda Hebus, but since then, it's on a 5-fight winning streak heading into this one. Whereas Mackenzie Dern on a 2-fight winning streak over Lupita Godinez and got an armbar finish over Amanda Hebus in a main event back in January. So, really good fight. Both these ladies very high level on the ground. I would give the striking edge to Mackenzie Dern, but both these ladies, you know, very talented. Definitely well deserving of a title shot in this matchup. So the question I keep going back to on this, or the questions, is, you know, do I think Virna is going to be able to kind of outstrike Mackenzie Dern this entire fight, or do I think she's going to out-grapple her for 5 rounds? And I just don't think she is. You know, I think that what got Mackenzie Dern the win the last time is what's going to get her the win this time, which is just the forward pressure, the aggression on the feet with tons of volume, tons of intent, looking to kind of take her head off, and having kind of a lack of respect for what's coming back her way. Not only is Mackenzie Dern tough as nails, I just don't think that Virna has the power or the skill to hurt her on the feet, or to kind of keep her from pressing forward, looking to engage in the striking department. In the last fight, you know, Mackenzie Dern got her nose broken from a knee, which affected her in the fight. But I don't think chances are that's not going to happen again. And even when it did happen, Dern still was the one fighting forward, looking to get the win and do a lot of damage on the feet. I think that Mackenzie Dern is the one that's made leaps and bounds and improvements in her striking, and her ground game is always world class. I think that she can go tit for tat with Virna on the ground. But I definitely think that, you know, if it was a pure striking scenario, which obviously it isn't, I think that she would get the better of her in the striking. I think that she can hurt Virna on the feet, and I think if it does go to the ground, she can threaten her as well, or nullify it to get back up to the feet. I think a more technical Mackenzie Dern, with a little bit of, you know, more cleaned up striking, with the same tenacity, the same willingness to throw, is, you know, a very dangerous fighter on the feet. And I think that she'll be able to take advantage there and then match Virna on the ground. In her last fight, you know, she looked kind of wild, would kind of get off balance, be lunging forward, load up to her opponent, can kind of see, you know, the strikes that are coming, kind of close her eyes, wing them. But you know, she's really starting to look a lot more polished, sitting down on her punches, throwing really hard, straight combinations. Her boxing is really cleaned up. She has really sharp 1-2s, moves her head well, tucking her chin a little bit more, and just starting to implement a lot more kicks into her game as well, just becoming a little bit more versatile on the feet. I think that she's the much better striker now, and I think she's definitely going to have the power advantage going into this one. Jandiroba, you know, she's able to get the respect on the feet from other fighters because they're kind of worried about opening up just for fear of the takedowns coming their way from her. But I think if she doesn't get the respect and, like, can't get her takedowns against Mackenzie Dern, or, you know, has someone coming at her who's not afraid to go to the ground like Dern, then I think she's going to be in trouble. And especially in this one, I think that, you know, not being able to rely on her takedown threat to kind of get breaks and to get safety on the feet is going to be a determining factor. Jandiroba, you know, she will pull guard. She'll do anything to really get the fight to the ground, even if she ends up on bottom, because, you know, she has solid sweeps from there. She has a lot of success with her deep half guard sweeps to end up on top, hunting arm bars from everywhere. But Dern is, you know, definitely the best grappler she's ever faced, and that she will face in this division, in my opinion. And I think Mackenzie Dern does very well. She's very good at what Virna Jandiroba does very well. You know, the armbar setups from her back, from mount, the deep half guard game that we've seen Virna have. You know, looking for sweeps, leg locks, armbars. I think that Mackenzie Dern will be able to kind of nullify that offense from Virna Jandiroba, because that's what she, you know, specializes in a lot of her fights. And I think that we'll see Mackenzie Dern shooting her own takedowns, looking to land on top. You know, trusting her jiu-jitsu, trusting her base to not allow her to get swept by Virna Jandiroba. And I just think that Mackenzie Dern's more of a dog. I think that we haven't seen Virna Jandiroba really tested in her career. We haven't seen her in a 5-round fight. She's only trained for a 5-round fight. I think that was against Amanda Lemos, but that one ended in round 2. Whereas Mackenzie Dern, she's been in 5-round fights with Marina Rodriguez, Yan Jonan, Angela Hill. She was just training for a 5-round fight in main event against Amanda Hebus, but she got it done in round 3. And I just think that Mackenzie Dern, she can put a pace out there. She's tough. Like I said, she broke her nose in that Virna Jandiroba fight and was just swinging back, looking to win the fight. She was hurt and wobbled in the Amanda Lemos fight. Her leg was all messed up, her calf was all bruised, and she was, still getting after it, hurting Amanda Lemos at the end of that fight. And, arguably won that fight, rounds 1 and 3. So I just think Dern, she's become the much more well-rounded fighter. Rounding out her striking has made, I think the bigger improvements over the years. And I think that she's got just the heart and the toughness that we haven't seen out of Virna Jandiroba. Maybe she has it, but we haven't really seen her press to the limit and see how she reacts and if she can rise to the occasion. So this is a 5-round fight where I trust Mackenzie Dern to have the cardio, be able to push through, dig deep, push Virna to the limit. I think she has the skill set to not allow Virna to find really rest anywhere, to really find safety in the grappling situations, or be able to dictate the pace or the flow of the stand-up just with her wrestling and her grappling threat. And I think that Mackenzie Dern will eventually wear her out and finish her. She's the younger fighter. She's only 32. Virna Jandiroba, 37, wearing the knee braces, been through a lot of scraps. And I just think at this point in their careers, Dern is the better fighter, the younger fighter, has more ways to win, has the better overall skill set, and I think she gets this one done. I think that she can beat up on Virna on the feet, maybe get it to the ground, find a submission, but worst case, I think it could go to a decision where she's just winning on the feet, getting the better of the ground fighting, getting back up to her feet, or sweeping to stay on top. But I do think that Mackenzie Dern is going to get the win in this one. Thanks.